You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want to invite a bunch of friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clock in. They don't want to miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back until you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix,
you don't need cable. Hey, what's up to my The Hood Table squad and to my Primetime TV squad? How are you guys doing today? Happy Friday. Make sure y'all, when y'all come into this video chat, that you make sure the first thing you do, kick off your shoes and then hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button and show some love, because all of y'all know, especially if y'all are YouTubers, that the likes help with the analytics when YouTube is deciding who videos to recommend to other people. So make sure y'all hit the like button, come on in, so we can get through this review of the have and the have-nots. Now, have y'all been paying attention to everything that's been going on with the have and the have-nots? This mess is getting really serious now. And we're going to get right into it. So, the have and the have-nots review, season 7, episode 9. And I'm going to start off with $8.35. That damn Candace, man. I love her. Candace, $8.35. That is all that she's willing to give back to Jim Cryer. And then she's transferring $1 million to her brother, Benny Young. Benny was like, hold up. You giving him $8.35 and you giving me $1 million? Now, why is he so shocked? Because of the fact he had kept telling Candace over and over again, take the money, sis, and run. But Candace like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm trying to get on the good foot lately. Mama, she all Christian and she been, praying over me and stuff and throwing the anointing oil at me and stuff. So I've been trying to change my life and stuff. So her whole plan in the beginning was to give Jim back his money, especially after Benny had got kidnapped, by Jim's goons. But anyway, when he found out that he was about to get $1 million of Jim's money, he immediately told the banker, and I need 100,000 stacks of that right now. Candace was like, Benny, hold up. You want 100,000 right now? She literally just gave you the $1 million 2 seconds ago. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna need that right now. I need some spending money. Y'all, Benny done hit a lick. He done hit the jackpot. Talking about, all these people out here with all their income taxes right about now, they get that 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, whatever they getting back from the IRS. And they immediately, let me get some of that right now. I need all that right now. We about to go to the mall. But yeah, but what I don't understand is, what makes them so dang comfortable to spend Jim's money? Like, I know that Benny, his bestie Mitch, Mitch Malone, the grandson of Mama Rose Malone from the Mob family. Even though Benny's bestie Mitch, he comes from a crazy racist family, they are going to protect Candace and Benny simply because they owe a favor to Candace. Now, even though Mitch promised them, that they'll be safe, nothing's going to happen to them. I still don't understand why they're so comfortable. But again, they owe Candace a favor. And why do they owe Candace a favor? I had actually almost forgot about that. But anyway, Candace basically, remember when she had placed War on a silver plate for them to kill? War, he had shot at Mama Rose Malone's grandson, Mitch. And so after Jim found out that Benny was rescued by the Malones and that Candace had only transferred $8.35 back to his account, Jim tells Candace that if she doesn't return Wyatt's entire $8 million inheritance back to him, then he's going to come after her brother Benny, and her mother Hannah. But then Candace brought Mitch into Jim's hospital room and he dared him to try to touch Candace, Benny, or Miss Hannah. He's looking at him like, you don't want to mess with us, man. We the Malones. You don't want to mess with us. I'm telling y'all, I really think though that I know I mentioned this before, but I really think that Mitch really likes Candace. I mean, his family, might be racist, but it's obvious that Mitch isn't because of his close relationship with Benny. I mean, Benny is his bestie and Candy is Benny's sister. And Mama Rose, she got revenge on War thanks to Candace. But I still think Mitch is really protective of her because he has feelings for her. But y'all tell me what y'all think. But anywho, Mitch is like, Jim, just let it go, dude. Just let it go. Jim ain't trying to let that go. That's $8 million. All of Wyatt's inheritance, and he doesn't want Wyatt to get the money, of course, because Wyatt was just going to spend it all on drugs. And now Wyatt done shot him. He in the hospital. He shot at his mama, Catherine, in jail. So, of course, he doesn't want the money back for the sake of for the sake of his son's inheritance. He wants the money back for himself. But anywho, until he gets that money back, guess who he'll have to go to in the meantime to get his weekly allowance? That's right, Hannah. Since Hannah is now the POA of all of Catherine's assets while Catherine is locked up for the Jennifer Salison murder, Jim will have to get his lunch money from Hannah, and that is going to tear him up because he done treated Miss Hannah something horrible, and her son and her daughter. But anyway, David, he done went to Jim in the hospital to tell him that he informed George about Veronica killing Jennifer Salazar. But did George believe him? I don't know. I think George doesn't know what to think. Like, Jim is like, we need to make this a federal matter and we got to deal with one chick at a time. Well, he actually said one bitch at a time. First Catherine and then Veronica. And Jim, he's still reeling from the fact that his own son Wyatt shot him. So he asked David to pay a visit to Wyatt because he wants to see where his head is right now. And again, in the meantime, Jim, he's trying to leave the hospital against doctor's orders. But back to George. He went to Veronica's house to question her about the death of Jennifer Salazar. He was like, was you there? Do you know something about it? This crazy heifer, the first thing she asked George when he walks up to her door is, did you bring me some chicken? I'm like, this bitch is crazy. She a whole fool, a whole mess. But then he goes on to tell her that David wants immunity for the murder of Jennifer Salazar. And Veronica's like, but the murderer is in jail, i.e. Catherine. But George, he isn't so sure anymore. David and Jim is trying to make him believe that Veronica killed her. And Veronica is trying to make George believe Catherine killed her. And now we all know it was Catherine that killed Jennifer Salazar. But David is trying to get payback for Veronica setting up him and Jeffrey to get attacked. And remember correctly, it was also David who had hit up the Malones and requested them to take Jennifer's body to her house and burn her house down with her body in it, and then blame it on that prisoner who had just been released. But since Mama Rose Malone wanted revenge on War, aka Warlock, she had them take Jennifer's body and put it in War's car to frame him before having War shot up in their family restaurant. But that dame Veronica, let me tell y'all, she gets on my nerves. She gets on my nerves. Like, who the heck does Veronica think she is? That disrespectful wank. She's so pretentious, condescending. Like, okay. When she had that lady from the maid service bring over every freaking employee that they had on hand to interview with Veronica for a housekeeping job, I was like, what is wrong with these people allowing her to speak to them so nasty? And I actually think that Veronica is more racist than the Malones. I mean, she acts as if she doesn't like white people. She definitely doesn't like gay people. And on top of that, she seems to not like certain black people unless they look like her. And then the one that she did choose to hire, she kept calling that child Linda. Talking about Linda. Come, Linda. Come, Linda. Like she's a dang dog. And the girl was like, is Laura? My name is Laura. But Veronica was like, no, honey, your name is Linda. Now, come, Linda. Come, Linda. And she came. And then, all the clothes that Veronica was going to donate to the Goodwill, little Laura Linda, she was like, oh my gosh, you're giving all these clothes away to the Goodwill? They are so nice. And I mean, okay, the girl, she got a job as a maid. So it's probably obvious that, she can't afford clothing. It's pretty obvious. I mean, that she can't afford clothing like that. So Veronica was like, you want them? You can have them. You can take them. But on one condition. Why did she tell that woman she had to wear them clothes to work? And the girl was like, I can't work in them clothes. These are designer clothes, expensive material. And you want me to do housekeeping in them clothes? She was like, no, I want you to wear them to work, including these high heels that are too big for the girl's feet. That had me gagging. The girl was like, I wear a 6. Veronica, she wears 9. But when the girl put on the shoe, she said, I'm sorry, but this is way bigger than a 6. Veronica was like, it's a 6. It's a 6. Put the shoe on. She's like, put the shoe on and you wear these new clothes. Well, new to you. These clothes and these high heels over to my house when you come over to work, and then just take them off, hang them up, do your housekeeping work, and then when it's time to go, you take your housekeeping clothes off, put them threads on, and you can go back home after you're done with all your chores. I'm like, what the... Veronica's a hot mess, y'all. But then I'm wondering, is Miss Veronica telling her husband David to get a DNA test on their son Jeffrey because she's pissed off that David is trying to set her up for murder? Or is she really serious? She's like, you might want to get a blood test for Jeffrey because he might not be your son. Hell, he might be Jim's son. Because remember, she finally done told David that she slept with Jim on several different occasions. So I'm just thinking, though, even if she did, Jim, he's pretty white. And Veronica, as dark as she is, can Jeffrey really be Jim's son? I mean, I know Jeffrey got like this nice, texture of hair. He got that good hair, y'all. But other than that, he don't look mixed at all. I mean, I don't think so. Do y'all? So let me know. Do y'all think that Veronica is just trying to get under David's skin? Or do But also, what do y'all think Justin is really up to? He claims to Jeffrey that he can no longer take Jeffrey's mother Veronica's abuse, so therefore he's leaving town. Not only can he not take that abuse from Veronica anymore, but he can no longer take, being rejected by Jeffrey. He can't handle the fact that Jeffrey doesn't want him. Jeffrey wants Madison, and I can see why. Y'all, did y'all see Madison? Out of them scrubs, his body was like and he's cute. I mean, I can see why Justin wants him. I mean, why Jeffrey wants him compared to Justin. But anyway, do y'all think that Justin really gonna walk out of Jeffrey's life for good? I don't know. Jeffrey was even like, what the hell is he up to now? So he ain't even buying it. But y'all let me know what y'all think. And finally, Wyatt. Lord have mercy. Wyatt was all bragging at first about how he tried to kill his mom, how he tried to kill his dad before he got locked up. But now all of a sudden that Jim is recuperating and Catherine is in jail for murder, he can no longer take the heat. First it was, I did the crime. Now I'm doing the time. I ain't never scared. He was screaming in the back of the police car. I did it. I did it. I did it. I tried to kill him. But now he's telling Catherine he wants to kill himself because he can't handle being in jail. And he also can't handle, his parents not forgiving, him for what he did. Now, I'm wondering, is that the real reason why he can't handle being in there now? Or is he possibly afraid of being in jail because of what happened to him last time he was locked up? Now, remember, when he went to jail before, Veronica had her goons literally tear his arse up. Literally. But anyway, he done made a shank out of a toothbrush and then showed his mom talking about, I can do it. I can kill myself. I can kill myself. He must have slit his wrist right in front of Catherine. And then the show ended with her screaming for the guards to come assist her son. So I guess we shall see what's to become of Wyatt and of Benny and of his sister Candace. Mother Hannah found out that they did not give Jim all of that inheritance money back. She was pissed. That's where the show ended off. So I don't know what Miss Hannah's gonna do. She might have to disown Candace and Benny. I don't know what she gonna do. But all they gave him back was $8.35. And again, Hannah now has control over all of Catherine's money, her properties, the hotel, the house, her assets, everything. So Jim will have to come to her every time he needs some coinage. So anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this episode and any of the characters, what y'all think is going to happen next. Please make sure you hit the like button. Again, hit the like button. It's very important. You got to hit the like button. And also, if you're not already subscribed, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Now, tonight at 9:00 p.m., I hope to see y'all tonight because I am going to be reviewing part 2 of the book, 3 Bodies Burning, which again, if all of y'all, for those of y'all, I'm sorry, who's been watching my reviews before, last week I reviewed part 1 of the true crime thriller story that happened in Omaha, Nebraska. It's about the Mexican cartel and some people from Omaha, Nebraska. It was a drug deal that went very, very bad, and 3 people ended up dead and set on fire. So the book was about how the investigators went about trying to solve the crime and figuring out who killed these men and why they killed these men. So it deals with the cartel. It deals with gang members and drug dealers from the Midwest, from Omaha, Nebraska, and a crime story that seemed impossible to solve in the beginning. But these investigators in this story, if y'all haven't read the book, it's called 3 Bodies Burning. It's by Brian Bognoff. And again, we're going to review part 2 of that book tonight, which would be chapters 20 through chapters 38. But if you wanted to check the book out yourself, you can purchase it like anywhere, Barnes & Noble, Amazon. I actually downloaded it on Kindle onto my iPad and onto my phone. I read the book years ago when it first came out, years ago, because this crime is from 2005. And the author of the book, who was the head investigator of the actual real crime, he the one who wrote the book. So I had read it years ago when the book first came out, but my co-host Carmel Diva, who, co-hosts most of the videos that we do together, she had thought one day, like, we should review that book, Three Bodies Burning. You know what I'm saying? So I thought it was a good idea. So anywho, tonight at 9:00 p.m., I will be reviewing part 2 of that book, chapters 20 through 38. So please try to tune in. I hope to see a lot of you guys tonight. And if you read the book, please feel free to tune in tonight and let me know what you thought about the book or anything that we discussed tonight. And again, you guys, make sure you like the video. Feel free to share it as well and subscribe to the channel. And I'm out. Holla.